Don't wait. Don't wait for the right moment. Don't wait for when conditions are correct. Don't wait until all the ducks are in a row. I don't even know what that means, where that saying comes from. It's probably not a great one for ducks. When you get the call, when you get a call, answer the call. If you wait for a perfect moment, the call may disappear. The opportunity may disappear. Because there is ultimately no time, but these bodies are, to certain degrees, depending on how much we believe in it, are determined by these momentary time-bound experiences. So when you get the call, answer the call. My son got a call this morning and he answered the call straight away. He woke up and he just said, today I'm going to go and build something. I'm going to go and start doing this thing that he thought about whenever he woke up. He says, I don't want to think about anything else, I don't want to do anything else, I'm going. Got up out of bed, didn't brush his teeth, didn't have breakfast, and just went outside. Started hammering some wood and building a project. It's so amazing. He's 5. And he was just following his calling straight away, no matter what. Didn't need to get dressed, didn't need to brush teeth, didn't need to eat. I am going to answer the calling. And so I received that calling this morning as well. And again, we talk about a lot, that time, it is an illusion. Time is not real. And these time-bound bodies give us the opportunity to use this tool of time to experience the timeless. I'm wondering if I sit here. If you're joining live, can you let us know how the sound is? Because sometimes we have okay sound when the Mama Ocean is very powerful today. Please just let us know that the sound is okay. I'm on this little wireless mic. I think it should be okay. But I received a call today for something that it's really strong call. It's a really strong call. Good morning, Katrina, good morning. And I have to talk to you about this call. So I received a call, something that is important for me to do, and it's important to do it right away and not wait. Because we don't know when these opportunities and these calls and these these moments. So we are timeless, we are forever, but this version of us and all the other characters and players in this version of us won't last forever. In the grandest sense, there's no ending, but there will be a shifting of perspective from Martin, body, people that surround him, opportunities that appear in life. So I got a call. My son got a call this morning, and he jumped out of bed and just went and did it. I got a call this morning, and I am going to follow it without knowing how. I'm just going to make it happen. I just know it's a calling from my soul, and I know that time is of the essence of it. So that it's important that I don't wait. Don't wait for the right moment. Don't wait until conditions are perfect. Don't wait until all of these things are here so that it can happen. I'm not waiting until I have the knowledge of how to do it. I'm not waiting to get it perfect. I don't care about getting it perfect. I'm just going to get it done. I'm just going to make it happen. So the invitation here is asking you, have you had callings and you ignored them? Have you had a desire or something to be created? You've had a call to something and you put it off, and you said, whenever this happens, I will do it. Whenever I retire, I'll live the life that I want to live. Whenever this or that condition changes, then I will live this calling, or then I will answer this call. Well, life doesn't really work that way. Life doesn't set up perfect conditions and say, it's like we often say, I think this came from Michael Singer. Well, I paraphrased, I kind of shifted it. Life doesn't come to you and say, good morning, here is the perfect life. How would you like me to be today? Life is not like this multi-dimensional hotel that just says, just knocks at your door with the perfect service and the perfect way, and everything's just going to be exactly the way that you want it. How would you like me to be today, sir or madam? No, life just roll like these wild, beautiful waves just keep coming in. They all just flow, and life just flows, and people are just as they are, and life will just appear the way life appears, whether you like it or not. But when we get a calling in our soul, a calling from within us, a calling that we are to follow something, there's no, like we share on many videos, there's no compulsion, or there's nothing that says that you have to do it. And if you get a strong calling, the call is today to answer that call. Go for it. What you got to lose? You've got nothing to lose. And when there's a strength and an energy behind it, and there's power behind it, just answer the call and then see what happens. I mean, this is just the way it comes for this one. Is like, I don't question things. I mean, I do, but whenever this is this strong, it's just like I woke up with this, and it's like, just do this. I'm going to follow it. So it's something that I'm called to do, and it is in service, but it's also something that I will absolutely love to do as well. I'll share more about it when it begins, but it's something that appeared so strongly today, and that the importance of it was like the time. If I don't answer this call now, there is a possibility that that the opportunity might not be there. That the opportunity might not always be there. There is a possibility, if I don't act on this, that this form of it may be missed. So yes, put in the comments, let us know. Have you had a calling? Have you had an idea and you ignored it? Because I know how many times. Have you had an opportunity and you didn't take it because you were afraid, or because the moment wasn't right, or because some condition, enter any human condition that we can think of, is not the way it was supposed to be, so I didn't go for it, and I didn't do it, or I didn't embrace it. How many things and opportunities and ideas and beautiful things and meetings and relationships and whatever have we missed because we're too afraid, we're too young, we're too old, we don't have enough money, we have too much money, we're not in the right circumstances. I can't do it because of my children, I can't do it because of my ancestors, I can't do it because the conditions aren't right. I'll do it in 20 years time, I'll do it whenever the event happens. I'll do it whenever I become enlightened. I will follow my dream, my purpose, whenever everything is just set up, everything perfectly, and life just comes and says, look, here today is your absolute perfect moment, and perfect conditions, and perfect people, and perfect resources. Everything is here. Let's go. It's going to be so easy. Nothing in life that is worth it and that is powerful comes in that way. It always comes through making a challenging decision. It always comes through facing something. I mean, the real beautiful, powerful, important things in your life come through overcoming adversity, moving through challenges, moving through ideas that are limiting you in some way to become. It's like, again, we always go back to the birthing. Of course, this body hasn't birthed a being, but I've witnessed the birthing of being. Like, what if you have the blessing of witnessing a divine feminine being birthing a new human? Of course, there are many different ways of it, but it's rarely just like, oh, this is a little easy thing. Oh, let's just give birth to this being. Let's just go through the motions here. We'll just do, okay, and there's the baby. Of course, there are beings, I know, that maybe it just happens so quickly and you don't have an experience, but I feel like most of the women that have given birth, there's a moment, like, especially the whole process, but the actual birthing, it comes with great power and and physical pain and challenges, and it comes with there's just an energy that takes over to birth this new life. And all of us, male or female, are being continuously called to birth anew into this reality, because we have a physical reality where we get to make choices in this relative reality. And we get to choose what we birth into life every moment, every day, every breath. And there are certain moments in life where we get, because we go through, every moment is magic. But there's certain moments where we get opportunities where, especially if it brings up confusion, a little bit of fear, a little bit of trepidation, a little bit like, I don't know how I can do this, or so we get good ideas and then we get God ideas. Good ideas are usually within your realm of knowledge, understanding, experience. God ideas are always outside of that. They're always like, you will need to partner with someone, you will need to partner with a group of people, you'll need to come together, you'll need to learn things that you don't know, you'll need to do things that you haven't done, you'll need to discover things about yourself that you don't know and about the world. And that's God ideas. Good ideas are, you know, it's within the realm of what you know. It's within the realm of what you've done before. God ideas are going to take you beyond what you know, take you beyond where you have been. And they will force you to collaborate and force you to, learn things, partner with people who have been through what you're being through. And so they'll take you beyond your sphere of comfort. And so, again, when the call comes, answer the call. Answer the call without knowing how in heavens you're going to do it. But know that if you answer the call, there will. So we made a joke like life doesn't just come and present everything on a plate. The funny thing is when we face our fears, when we answer a call, a big call, a God idea, not just a good idea, then actually life does support us. It will support us in every way, but it won't support us if we don't answer the call and we don't meet life. If we don't take a step towards life, life can't take a step towards us. It's not just this cosmic fifth dimensional butler that just delivers everything in the perfect place, in the perfect amount of money, and the perfect people, and the perfect circumstances, in the perfect place, in the perfect time, and here you go. Here is your Instagram ascension. Here's your Instagram project. It doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. If you followed social media and believed a lot of, without judgment, if you took surface appearances of some things that appear on social media, it looks like the perfected life, and no one has bedhead, or they don't have grey hairs, or they don't have bad hair days, and they don't have you only get one side of it. But just having a little fun with that. But life gives a call, so there's a calling from within, and then if we answer the call, the ironic part of it is then life will actually provide all of the pieces, places, circumstances, resources. But if we don't, because it's a free will universe, you get a calling, there's no compulsion, there's no need to answer that call, there's nothing that you have to do or must do or should do. There's just a calling, and if you answer the call, then a door will open. Something else will come in, and it'll come in pieces. You might get a grand idea, and then if you take a step, then a door will open. It's not like it'll all just present itself, because it's just not the way it works. But if you take a step forward, a door will open. Then you take another step forward and two doors will open. But if we don't take the first step, we wait for the right moment, the right money, the right people, the right circumstances, the right place, the right whatever. I'm just add all of the limiting beliefs that the masters of limitation called human can place upon why we don't answer the call that is calling us. And everyone has had this. Everyone is having this. We just ignore it. We put it off. We call it something else. So the call today, the invitation today is to answer the call. I'm going to go to a couple of comments here because I see a few comments dropping in. Good morning, Tristan, my brother. Grand rising, beautiful family. I've had lots of blocks to new opportunities due to fear and or ego. How many people? Hands up who... I was going to say hands up who doesn't have that. Hands up. Yeah, put your hand up if you haven't got that. And then we're just going to take a look around the virtual room, and anyone with a hand up is a liar. Moon is in Scorpio today, dear Brothor. I love this Brothor. Tristan, that is epic. I've been bro starring for many years, but you bro Thor, which is so. Let's put it on the screen so you can see. Bro Thor with a capital TH, epic. All the deep feels today. Okay, so what if I've had lots of blocks to new opportunities due to fear and or ego? What if today you just decided that I'm going to do it anyway? What if I'm going to feel fear and do it anyway? What if I feel like I have no idea how I can take this new opportunity and I'm just going to do it anyway? What would I, how would I be? How would I act? What would I do if I knew that I couldn't fail? What would I do? How would I be? Where would I go? Who would I be with if I was just feeling the fear and just did it anyway? What would happen? What's the worst thing that can happen? Let your mental mind, your mini mind, a crazy mind that we all have, let it go to its absolute worst case scenario. Everything's like this thing that I'm afraid to do, this opportunity that appears. What's the worst thing can happen? Let it go to its worst case scenario, and we will always find that it's nothing. It can come up with all sorts of stories and all sorts of ideas, but when we let it, just actually let it. What's the worst thing can happen? Okay, come up with this worst thing, and so what? I'm going to do it anyway. What would happen if everybody did that? If everybody followed that? If we all allowed ourselves to feel the fear and do it anyway? To listen to the mental mind, the ego, all its craziness, like we all get the same thing, just with different flavors. And what would happen if we just did it anyway? What would happen is I've got a calling, I've got an idea, I have no idea how I'm going to do it. Actually, most of me thinks I can't do it, and then I just decide I'm going to do it anyway. What if I'm so afraid to do this certain thing, to take this certain decision, to make this choice, and I'm going to just make it anyway? What's the worst could happen? Let the worst come, and then do it anyway. What stops us? It's just a thought. And if we realize that we are just a thought, and all of this is just a thought, and the thoughts that we just continue to think become the culmination of thoughts called beliefs, but this is all just a thought. That there is one that is afraid is a thought. It's literally a thought. This body is a thought, this world is a thought, the ocean, the sand is a thought, the fear is a thought, the recognition is a thought, the excitement is thought, and feelings are just thoughts expressed through a body. What if we just decided, just today, because I know this is all a thought, I'm going to choose a new one. I'm going to choose the opposite. It was, again, Michael Singer, a great master teacher on this planet now. And I think he was taking it from another master teacher, which is very topical to this calling I have today, from Yogananda, Paramahansa Yogananda. And he said, just take today, and whatever your mind says, especially if it goes to the negative, just say the opposite. This is one of Yogananda's teachings, and Michael Singer brought it as well. Especially when it's fear, ego, I can't do it, I'm not good enough, there's not enough, I'm not enough, maybe I can do it in 5 years' time, whatever. Just say, I'm okay with that today. I will do that today. I'm terrified to go into this ocean, I will do it today. The mind says, you're not good enough. He said, I'm going to do whatever it is that you are saying. You, it's just a thought form that we believe. I'm going to do the opposite. I'm terrified of snakes. I'm going to jump in a bucket of snakes. Doesn't mean you have to do it. But if you counter these crazy thoughts with the complete opposite, it really works. And whenever you do it, let's say it's a really deep fear, the body will start to react in ways. The body playing out of a negative thought form reacts as anxiety, as it's experienced as anxiety, as fear, as trepidation, whatever it happens to be in the body. And I'm okay with feeling fear. I'm okay with feeling not enough. I am okay to feel lost today. I'm okay to feel like way in over my head and I'm drowning, and I'm just going to dive in and I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm going to be it anyway. And my mind says no and I say yes. And my mind says yes and I say no. It's not even the mind says yes, I say no. The mind says no, I say yes. The mind says can't, I say can. And just practice this. Practice it with the smaller things first. It's like absolute terror. Like if you had told me a few years ago going to the dentist is a beautiful experience, the terror in my body would not allow me. And then what happened? I met an angel on the earth dentist that literally, I don't like using the word cure and heal, but I can. This is the only words that I can use. That I met this angel dentist that absolutely cured and healed my terror of dentists because of traumatic experiences with an absolute butcher from Ireland that they called a dentist. Thank you to that demonic being. Thank you for playing that role to give me terror for whatever many years, and then to meet this beautiful angel that cured and healed me of the terror of dentistry. Um, so that's a good one from Yogananda via Michael Singer. Whatever the mind says, not your mind. Apologies for that. We rewind that button back. The mind. Because when it's yours, you want to pet it like a dog. You want to, oh, you're so cute, tell me that I'm not good. No, the mind. This thing that I'm watching, that I used to call my mind, is saying some crazy shit, and I am going to say the complete opposite. If it serves me, if what it says serves me, we will continue. If it doesn't serve me, we say the opposite. We find a way to speak and to call the call the answer that calls us from within us. Call it. Call it. I'm afraid to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. I'm not good enough. I'm good enough. I can't do it. I can. And just continuously, the you as an individual being is just a thought. The feelings that are presented through the body, no matter how strong they are just thought forms expressed in the body as a very intense feeling. And the feeling of heart is so strong and is so powerful, but it's still a thought transmuted or expressed as a feeling, as an emotion, as strong as it may be. And the whole world is just a thought appearing. So if everything is just a thought appearing, if you don't believe that, of course, these words don't mean anything. But if you're open to the possibility that everything is just a thought appearing, then we can choose a new thought. We can choose again and choose again and choose again. And if the thoughts that we continue to think and make the lie of beliefs around them serve us, continue to think them. If we choose to think something other, and we can see how, if I thought in another way that it would serve me, then choose to think that. So we're going to leave it there. When the call comes, answer. My son got a call and he just jumped out of bed, went out and didn't care about anything else, didn't care what we said. He said, I don't want to think about anything else, I don't want to do anything else, I'm going to do this thing. And he was out sawing wood and putting nails into wood in his pajamas outside. It was wet and he was just like, go. And I was like, yes, go. I know what that's like. And I, at the same time, received a call. And I'm going to answer the call. I'm going to answer the call. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I know that this call is going to it's going to involve me bringing in other people to assist me with knowledge, with expertise, with support. I'm going to do it. I have no idea how, but I know it's now. I like that. I have no idea how, but I know it's to be now. If I wait, this opportunity could pass because life will just continue, not caring if I answer the call or not. Life will continue. And if I don't answer this call, it could pass. It's possible. In the grandest sense, you can't never ever miss. But this opportunity is presenting itself now, and I am answering that call. So let's share a little bit of this before we go walk up the beach. So the invitation to you who sees this video. Let's see if we have any more messages on these boats. When you're looking for a message, it never appears. It's only when you're not looking that it appears. Because we've had so many beautiful messages on these written on these boats, but today I don't see anything. That's because you're looking for it. And why that is because the calling looks for you, you don't look for it. The calling calls you. When we answer, then the next door will open, the next opportunity will appear. But if we try and make things happen, it's like I'm trying to make the condition happen where there's a beautiful message on a boat for me now, so then it doesn't happen. It's when you're just walking up and then, it just appears. Because you take a step towards life, life will then take a step towards you. If you wait until life is perfect and the conditions are perfect and everything is right, life can't step towards you because you're going to be in other people's ideas who are stepping towards life. If you don't answer your call, you'll be always answering the call of others, and what's stepping towards you will be the calls of others, and life will seem to just throw you around. Life will just seem to push you and pull you. But if you feel the calling, again, you don't have to wait for a specific grand calling. This is another way the ego does. Other people get these grand ideas. Don't put yourself or limit yourself by thinking it should appear in a certain way. It just can be a subtle urge. It can be just an idea to turn left instead of turn right. It can be an idea to call that person that you haven't spoken to in a while. Whatever it is, if you just answer the call, you take a step towards life, life will take giant steps towards you and open another door and open another door. And it might be, depending on how much your soul loves surprise, like this one, it might be just like tiny incremental steps. But if you keep stepping towards life, life will keep opening to you and it will continue to give and bring and open and express new ways of what it is you're here to bring, what it is this call is for. And so I just want to end this video again by the grand calling that I have been given for this life. I am on a lifelong mission to ignite, unite and highlight 144,000 heart leaders living and giving their unique genius in the world, and to impact and inspire the next 7 generations on earth, leaving a legacy of love. When the call comes, answer. Love you all so much. Until next time, from my heart to yours, the divine in me sees, loves, and honors the divine in you. Namaste. We